be jumping straight into this tutorial, and the first thing I did was prime my eyelids with Jessie's Girls Eyeshadow Primer, and this is just to prevent any creasing and for your eyeshadows to last longer. And then I went in with Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and this is just to set that primer and to make our shadows blend a whole lot easier. So my first transition shade I'll be using is Soft Brown by MAC Cosmetics, and I will be placing this on my crease per usual and just blend it as much as I can. Now I'm using Soft Brown because I will be working with cool toned eyeshadows and I want a little bit of warmth behind these cool shadows. So the next color I'll be using is number 22 by Elle Cosmetics, and I will be placing this on my outer V. And then I'll be bringing in whatever's left on the brush and towards the eye, and I will be repeating this until I am satisfied with the intensity I have going on my lids. And now this brush was a little too big for my crease. I could not get it to fit in there, so I switched it over to a smaller one, and this just helped with the precision, with the application, and with the blending. And now to add a little more depth, I placed Password from the Urban Decay Smoky palette right in the socket of my eye with a pencil brush, and I blended as I went. And here I just switched over to that Sonia Kashuk blending brush, and this worked so much better than that pencil brush to blend. And now to clean up the eyelid portion of the eye, I went in with MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer and applied this with a concealer brush. I really wasn't looking for a harsh cut crease, so here I took that same pencil brush and reapplied Password. And then I went in with Dirty Sweet and I placed this all over my eyelids on top of that Pro Longwear Concealer. And then of course I had to highlight the brow bone, and for this I took 13 from that same palette and just placed it on that brow bone right underneath the eyebrow. Here I'm using Inglot's Duraline, and this is just to bring my gel liner back to life. So I went in and did my eyeliner. Then moving on to the face, I primed it with NYX Angel Veil Primer. Then for foundation, I used the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible Foundation. As for concealer, I used my favorite Age Rewind concealer by Maybelline. Just applied that underneath the eyes, and with the same brush I used to apply my foundation, I just buffed that concealer right underneath my eyes. And then to set that concealer, I used the same translucent powder I used on my eyes. And then to set the rest of the face, I used MAC Cosmetics Mineralized Skin Finish. And now to warm up the face, I used the NYX Cosmetics Matte Bronzer. You guys know I love this bronzer. I've been using it a lot lately. So I applied this on my cheekbones, the perimeter of my face, and then I moved on to contouring. And for that, I used the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I just applied that right in the socket of my cheeks, and I blended it upwards to blend in with the bronzer. I also did a little bit of nose contouring, and for that I used the same Hoola bronzer. Just applied this with an angled fluffy brush. Then for blush, I used Pinched by NYX Cosmetics, and for highlighter I used Oh Darling by MAC Cosmetics. Here I am tight lining and lining my waterline, and then I took Password again from that same smoky palette and I just buffed that on the bottom lash line. Then I took Oh Darling again and placed that on the inner corners of my eyes with my finger, and then I went in with a brush just to blend it out. Then I moved on to the lipstick. I used Punked Matte by Smashbox Cosmetics. And then finally, I applied my mascara, applied my lashes, and this completed this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys in my next video.